what's up guys? This is Brett, guitarist from Steaksauce Mustache, and today I'm going to go over a lesson on how to play the opening riff for our song Stepdad Energy, which is on our album All Juice No Noise, out on Silent Pendulum Records. So this is kind of a fun little riff. It's basically a two-handed tapping riff mixed in with some picking stuff. Oh, I also have Teeny here with me, my cat. Hi, Teeny, say hi to everybody. I should probably just lay here next to me. But it's basically a two-handed tapping riff, and it's gonna be a riff where we actually also have to hold our pick as well to play some of it. So the tapping that you're gonna be doing, you're actually gonna be using your two middle fingers, so your middle finger and your ring finger, and then with your left hand also, you're gonna be playing this kind of, you're gonna be playing like a diminished kind of scale thing here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing this tapping thing where we go 2 with the right hand, 2 with the left hand. So you're gonna use your ring finger, then your middle finger on your right hand, then you're gonna use your pointer finger, then your middle finger on your left hand. And that's kind of the riff right there. So if I go on to the 15th fret on the G string here, that's the first note of this riff. So I go 15th fret G string right there with my ring finger, and then with my middle finger I'm gonna go 14th fret on the D string. So it's gonna be like kind of like this. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my pointer finger and my middle finger on my left hand, and I'm gonna start on fret 9 on the A string. And this is all in E standard tuning. So then I'm gonna go to this, I hammer on there, and then I'm gonna hammer on with my middle finger onto the 10th fret on the D string like this. So it's kind of like this. So if I was to put those two together, I'm gonna do these first. All hammer-ons. So it gets this sound. Like kind of like that. That's how you want to do it, about that speed. So that's going to be the first part of, there's 4 different tappings that we do in our tapping section. So we start out there. Then we're going to use the same exact fingering position, but what we're going to do is we're kind of going to flip-flop these hands. So I'm going to bring this hand closer to the low E string, then my left hand closer to the higher E string. So I'm actually going to go on this 15-14 on the G and the D, like that. 9-10 on the A and the D, like that. Then I'm going to go 15-14 on the D and the A. So fret 15 on the D string, 14 on the A string. So like this. And with my left hand, I'm going to use the same fingers, pointer finger and middle finger. I'm actually going to move that from the 9th fret up to the 11th fret. So I'm gonna do a fret 11 and 12, like that. So I'm gonna do that same pattern. But you can see here my hands, they're kind of like reversed. So where my right hand was on the lower end, on the higher end here on the strings, and my left hand was on the lower end of the strings. Now I'm gonna switch it to where my right hand's gonna be on the lower end of the strings, and my left hand is gonna be on the higher end of the strings, like this. So I'm gonna play these, this is it really slow. Once again. Got a kind of a cool diminished sound to it, real dissonant, as you probably hear from a lot of our stuff, a lot of dissonant sound. So one more time, a little bit faster. And it's all in just a kind of that, about that, 1, 1, and it's all hammer-ons. So when you're playing it to speed, that's the first half of it. So we go, now let's go to the second half of the tapping part. So the second half of the tapping part, I'm actually going to take my right hand, I'm going to go back up G and the D string. And I'm gonna do that same thing, but I'm gonna do it on 16 and 15. 15, 14, 15, 14, 16, 15. And then the next one I'm gonna play with my left hand, I'm gonna do that back inverse again. So with my left hand, on the 12th fret on the A string, I'm gonna do a hammer on there, and then a hammer on the fret 13 on the D string, like that. So I do 16, 15, then 12, 13 on the A and the D string, so like this. Kind of like that. So if I'm to put those together real slowly, it's kind of sound like this. Once again. And then to finish off this tapping section, I'm actually going to play the 16-15 with my right hand. Remember, this is all while holding a pick. 16-15. So once again, like I said, that pattern on the right hand is 15, 14, 15, 14, 16, 15, 16, 15. Yes, hi team. She's rubbing on my hand here. So, okay. So you do the 16, 15, and then we're going to take our left hand and we're actually going to do this flip-flop again, but we're going to go even higher. So we're going to fret 13 on the G string and fret 15 on the B string. So I'm actually gonna, instead of using the two fingers like I've been doing, the pointer finger and the middle finger, I'm actually gonna use the pointer finger and the ring finger at this time, like this. So that is gonna be 16, 15 on the D and the A, and then 13 on the G string, and 15 on the B string. So it's gonna sound like this. Once again. A little faster. So it's kind of got to have this sound. So if I put all four of those together, it's going to sound like this really slow. Once again, a little faster. And then a little bit faster. And then at the speed on the album. So we go through that 3 times. Do this tapping riff 3 times. And then we're gonna use our pick. The reason why we hold on to our pick is because then we're gonna use our pick and we're gonna start on the fret 13 on the A string and fret 14 on the G string and make this little 7th chord sound. And we're gonna start out and we're just gonna move that chord from 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we're gonna make the same chord on fret 12 on the D string, but because of the way that the strings are tuned, you have to make a 12 on the D string and a 14 on the B string. 12 on the D string, 14 on the B string. So once again, right here, and then you're going to slide those up 4. Like that. So it's basically a chromatic slide of this 7 chord right here. But so just so I don't have to do all that slide like that, I go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I change the string position on there. So if you put all that together here, you're going to have this. And then you have the first opening riff of Stepdad Energy. Hope you enjoy this lesson. And if you decide to play this and post it on your social media, please tag us. We'd love to see it. We'd love to share the video of you. And thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you on the next video.